Hey, this is Todd Murphy.
What's up?
Hey, I made it. How you doing?
Good, dude. This is Todd Murphy from American Songbox, everybody. Welcome, Todd Murphy.
I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Man,
it's my first podcast, so I'm all caught up with the rest of the world now.
Yeah, hey, listen, we are really excited to have you on tonight. You know, we're listening to some of your music and talking about it. And, yeah, dude, I've got a whole slew of questions for you, but before we even get there, I just want to know, what are you doing on a Wednesday night?
What I'm doing on a Wednesday night is practicing a pile of music for upcoming shows and things that are going on with the band and stuff.
There you go. Cool.
That's what I'm doing most of my weeknights, actually. So,
well, that's dedication right there. That's what makes you great, right?
Well, I try. I don't know about great, but yes, I try.
Hey, Todd, I'd just like to say that's a heck of a lot better than sitting next to Kevin and looking at him all night. So,
oh, really? Kevin's not so bad, right?
He's sitting across from me. It's actually, Todd, it's kind of funny because, you know, before, 2 weeks ago, we moved the studio and we were all looking at the wall, just kind of lined up, you know. And now we have a big table now where I look right at Jay, my co-host, our executive producer, and every once in a while I'll look at him, you know, like to see what he's doing. Yeah, and he's putting his mouth on his microphone or he's just staring at me. It's ridiculous, man. Anyway, so Todd, your band, American Songbox, you are a Tampa local band. What are you out of Plant City? Did I get that right?
Well, I currently live in Plant City right now. Yeah, I moved out here a few years ago. But yeah, we all met each other and originated out there in Tampa, and we're still primarily a Tampa Bay area act. A lot of our business is out there. A lot of our shows. We have a lot of fun in Tampa.
There you go. Hey, how would you describe your music? I tried to kind of put it into like a peanut shell. I want to say like adult contemporary, but I also saw that you guys do a little bit of rock and roll. You've got a harmonica player.
A couple of write-ups we had were like folk, acoustic, rock. And I said, indie. I said, I'll run with that. That's fine with me. I said, I really haven't been able to put my finger on it myself, just. Yeah,
you almost have like a bluesy, like I was listening to, what was the song, what is it, As the World Burns, or
while the world is burning down?
Yeah, that was kind of cool. I like that song.
Thanks, man. Yeah, that's one of the newer ones that we've worked out recently. We have a current lineup with a fiddle player in the band, and so with some fiddle in the action, I've been writing a lot more of the rockabilly kind of stuff going on, and I'm getting a real good response from it. So. Yeah,
no, we enjoyed it, dude. It was really cool. So, how many people? You're welcome. How many people are in your band?
Well, it goes up to a 5 and a 6 piece. It's depending on who's available any given night. Sometimes we'll get a gig and it's as a trio. Sometimes we get larger stages and we'll put a 5 or a 6 piece act together, and it can consist of anywhere from lead guitar, acoustic guitar, piano, bass, drums to switching people out with a fiddle at this show, harmonica at another show, and but sometimes we actually get everybody on stage at once and try to have a great blowout event. But so depending on what people need, I try to put together anything from a trio up to a 6 piece. When I record on and get CDs done, our last CD was a full 6 piece, and this next CD is going to be a 6 piece as well. So.
Now, I noticed your picture on your Facebook page. You got 4 gentlemen, posing in the picture. It was actually pretty cool. But I also saw you guys. I saw you guys playing at what was it, like a Feel the Burn event or a Bernie Sanders event or whatever it was, and we don't get into politics.
Yeah, it was a New World Brewery in Ybor City.
Yeah, the New World Brewery, yeah. And we were looking at that, and I noticed you have like the fiddle player was a younger guy. You had some younger people playing with you guys. Do you mind?
Actually, the fiddle player is a young lady by the name of Angelique Van Dorp, and she's just phenomenal. I'm so glad to have met her recently over these past a few months and to get to know her better. Her boyfriend, Clifton Roche, plays bass with us. The two of them are also in a local Tampa band called The Drivers.
Sweet.
And they lend their talents to us whenever they can. When we're playing out, we have a really good relationship with them.
Yeah, it was hard for me to tell. I mean, we're all gathered around my cell phone looking at the video on YouTube.
That's all good. Sure.
So that's actually pretty cool. Now, like I said, we don't really get into the political stuff too much. We do some news bites and whatnot. I saw you did the Feel the Burn thing. I also saw that you have a WMNF live studio spot coming up this month. What's that all about?
Yeah, that's this coming Sunday on the Musicians Wanted show. It's a live music show starting at 11 p.m. and running till about 1 in the morning, I believe. And we're playing live from 11 to 12 in studio at the WMNF here in Tampa, and we're really excited about it. It's a great opportunity for us, and the host, RJ, had nothing but nice things to say about our music, and invited us down for this spot, and we're really looking forward to it. So
very cool. Now, where can we find you if our listeners want to check you out?
Oh, well, we're on Facebook under American Songbox, and Songbox is 2 words. It's a 3-word name, and we're also on Reverb Nation, reverbnation.com. Just got a keyword in American Songbox. You'll find us there, all types of music from our past 2 CDs. The one we're working on currently from Springs Theater Studio in Sulphur Springs here with John Zuma and Stefan. He's just fantastic. We're hoping to have that one wrapped up within a couple of months.
Cool.
And available for this spring, so that'll be on those websites as well. We're currently putting together a domain site, and going to be launching that this spring as well with the new CD and all the upcoming shows.
Hey, speaking of the spring, I also noticed that you were telling me about in May in Brooksville that you guys were invited to perform at the 7th Annual Orange Blossom Jamboree. What's that all about?
Oh, gosh, we're so excited about that one. It's just a great festival, and it's been going on for years now. And I reached out to Andy Little, and who's involved with the festival, and he also reached back out to us and said he'd love to invite us in for a spot. It's our first time at this festival or a big Florida festival at all. It's a 4-day festival in Brooksville in May, starting on May 19th. We're in on day 1. We're the first band on one of the first stages on the first day of a 4-day festival, but I'm so happy to be on the bill with some of these other fantastic artists, and if we do a good job, and and they really like what we have to offer, hopefully we'll be invited back.
So when you do a show like that, honestly,
mm-hmm.
no BS here, okay? Do you get nervous? Do you get butterflies in your stomach still? Like
oh yeah, I'm nervous about it. I get nervous about absolutely everything. I get nervous before I practice guitar at home. And I got nervous before this phone call right here, and I get nervous before every single show I ever do. And it usually takes me about 1 or 2 songs to really warm up to where I feel free with my voice. I feel a little more free with my playing. Yeah, I'm usually, I don't know if it's probably just my own hang up. I don't know what it's about, but yeah, I'm a wreck before most of my shows, be it an open mic or a full festival. I got the exact same jitters before I play.
Todd, it's funny, and one of the reasons I ask that question a lot to people that that I interact with, and before I was doing this extremely famous, high-paying job as a podcast host, I drove a forklift for a long time, for a couple of years, and at a not in a warehouse, but at a marina, putting boats up in the high and dry. And one of the best pieces of advice that I got from a lady that trained me how to drive it was, are you scared? And I tried to be a tough guy and say, no, I'm not scared. Meanwhile, the hair on my neck is standing up as I'm trying to, maneuver this giant machine. Yeah. And she said, you're not scared? If you're not scared, there's something wrong with you, And I think that's the same thing. I get the jitters. I was nervous to talk to you, I mean, I don't know you. You don't really know me. Yeah, so I totally understand that.
Listen, I just wanted to say to you, Todd, that Kevin gets like the jitters. He has like a cup of coffee and starts shaking. So, when he says that right now, he's just like, he's had a few beers in him, so he feels a little comfortable. This is where we like him his best.
Yeah.
I should have done that myself, maybe.
No, it's fine, dude. I appreciate the fact that a musician, gets a little bit nervous before a gig, or like you said, even practicing, because, like she said, Marty told me, if you're not a little bit nervous, there's something wrong with you. You shouldn't be doing it, And then I confessed to her, and I said, I am damn scared, man. It's loud. It's hot out here. The owners of these boats are watching me put them up in the high and dry,
Yeah.
It was crazy.
The thing I wrestle with all the time is, hey, people came out here, and I'm always nervous about, I need to put on a good show. I need to, give them everything I got. I need to pump out, the best vocals I have, the best ability I have on my guitar. I need to communicate the ideas of these songs the best way that I can, so they hit home to people that might need to hear them, or, might enjoy hearing them again, or hear them for the first time. And main thing I really get nervous about. I'm always a wreck when I'm a little under the weather and I have a cold or a sore throat and I've got to go and perform. And I'll be taking everything under the sun all day trying to feel better or clear up that throat. That instead of just performing sick, I'm performing under cough medicine and everything else, and now I'm drowsy, and so I never know which is better, to perform sick or on the medicine. But
well, hey,
either way, I still get up there and try to pump it out.
Well, listen, not to I don't want to. I don't want our listeners or you personally to think that I've watched your videos and think that you're nervous. I'm just, that's just a general question. You don't look nervous. You guys look great up on stage. You look like you're very poised. Yeah. So that's really cool, man. All right. So Jay wants to know, I know you're coming up on WMNF and you're also going to do that Orange Blossom Jamboree. What else do you have coming up? Do you have anything local? Any local gigs? Are you doing the Strawberry Festival? Anything like that?
Yeah. We have a few local things. Trey Amici, it's a wine bar in Ybor City. Mm-hmm. Thursday, February 4th, there's an act coming in from New Mexico called Terra. And I had a chance to play with them last year. And they're originally from Spain. I think they've been in the States about 2 or 3 years now, relocated to Mexico. And I thought they were just phenomenal, and I have an opportunity to play with them again. It's coming up this coming Thursday in Ybor City, Trey Amici at 7 p.m. And we're also being joined by a local act, Acho Brother, and they're one of my favorites. I've played with them a couple of times, and I would line up for a show and play with them anytime again. They're great. And also the following Saturday, we're playing a coffee house in Tampa called Sacred Grounds. We're going to go in with Terra again and perform. On the 25th of February, we've been invited to come in and perform at New World Brewery again for a David Bowie tribute night.
Nice.
So I'm putting together a few of my favorite Bowie tunes to go in there and
dude, Homeless Chuck,
pay tribute, as they say. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, homage to Bowie is cool. Our good friend and one of our co-hosts, who's not here tonight, he's not feeling good, and so he called in. But Homeless Chuck, we call him, is a huge Bowie fan. And if he's listening, and I hope he is, he got mad at me last week because he wanted me to play some Bowie music, and he brought a pen drive in like 5 minutes before the show started, and he's like, "Hey, can we put this together?" And I'm like, "Dude, man, my laptop's like 15 years old. I got this other tablet going on. I don't think I can make it happen, And he got mad at me. And anyway, he's a huge Bowie fan, so I bet you he would like to check that out. And Ybor City's not far, so anybody that's listening in the greater Tampa area, check out American Songbox. Yeah, dude, I'm really glad you called in.
Well, thanks for having me.
No, you're welcome.
It's exciting. It's my first podcast. I've been trying to. I'm excited to get into any type of medium possible. He just got picked up lately. This guy, he does video tutorials on YouTube.
Cool.
And picked up some of our songs that he runs them off there, and that's been getting us some action. And right now we're being considered for a commercial for a thrift shop. They need some music for
very cool
for one of their commercials. So really anything. Those radio podcasts. Anything I can get my hands on, I dive right into it. I'm so excited to be involved in the Tampa Bay area music scene, So I really appreciate you guys having me call in and talk a little bit about it. And people who don't know us maybe can get to know us the same way I just got turned on to Mr. Justin Chambers, I believe his name is.
Oh, my God, dude.
I heard you guys talking about him. I immediately looked him up.
Is that hilarious?
I'm digging it. I'm going to listen to it some more. I'm going to
what
get
a funny
when he
kid.
comes around somewhere. And, and that was a good tip. I'm enjoying Justin Chambers.
There you go, Justin. Yeah, we're new to him as well, man, but we were laughing our butts off, man. And I'll tell you what, man, being a part of our insanely popular, nationwide, worldwide podcast is going to make you famous, man. I'm just kidding.
Look what it did for Brian Duffy.
I know, right? Look what it did for Brian Duffy. That's hilarious, man. Yeah, we know we got some cool bands booked in the next couple of weeks, man. We've got the Mongrels coming on; they're going to be awesome. You may know Donnie Fury; he's a legend in Tampa.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's going to be cool too. There's a guy called Hook that we're looking at. We got a hip hop kid that called in. Well, we got a lot of stuff going on, man. But mostly we're just a comedy show, man. We just like to have fun up in here. And anytime we get a local band that